Good morning. Thank you for that generous welcome. And thank you, Dean Carlson, for that wonderful introduction. Wow, when your last name starts with Z, you expect to be last for everything. Last call for roll, last in line for lunch. Last to receive graded test papers, last to take school pictures, last one placed for extracurricular activities, last to be handed a report card, and last to walk at high school graduation. So naturally, I thought I'd be the last one across the stage again today. What an honor it is to finally be first. And yet the one time I'm first, I'm told I have to give a speech to a room full of hundreds of people. I sure wish I'd taken a speech writing class now. But in all seriousness, I am greatly humbled to be standing before all of you, my parents, grandparents, family and friends, my classmates, our professors and university administrators, as well as all of the guests that are here celebrating with my fellow graduates. Thank you all for sharing in our excitement over our much-deserved accomplishment and in this celebration of ourselves. Without your love, support, and encouragement, very few of us would have made it to this memorable day. I would first like to congratulate you, class of 2013. If your experience was anything like mine, this day is the culmination of many years of hard work, all-nighters, and crazy roommates who heat up packages of ramen noodles with a hairdryer. When we began, graduation felt so far away and unattainable. Each semester, and there have been many, seemed to drag on and on. But as we look back on our journey, it feels as though only yesterday we were just insecure freshmen. Look at yourselves now. Look how far you've come. Cherish the feelings and emotions of this day forever, because your accomplishment is no small feat. I hope you are as proud of yourselves as I am of each one of you. Many of you may consider today bittersweet. Personally, I couldn't be more excited. I know that standing here today means that all of the stress, tears, frustration over entering artifacts into Passport, and the countless hours preparing portfolios that fill 2-inch binders for every upper division course I've taken has finally paid off. And I'm sure many of you can relate. As I thought about what to say today, one question that popped into my head was, why is graduation such an important time? Is it really today, May 18th, 2013, that you've been waiting for throughout your entire college career? Without thinking, many of you probably screamed a resounding yes. However, with deeper reflection, I believe you will find that it is not the day, but what this day represents that carries such tremendous excitement for us all. Graduation is less of a day and more of a celebration. A celebration of the time and effort it took each of us to earn our seat in this very room. And what's more, it's about the abundance of opportunities that are now open to us because we have taken seriously both the right and the privilege that is an education. Today represents the determination present within each one of us to set a goal and to finish what we have started. So now what? Now that you've earned your college degree, what's next? This is a critical question that many of us, including myself, feel pressured into already having answered. Know that I am talking just as much to myself as I am to you when I say that it is okay to lack a response at this moment. Life is not a lesson plan you can write ahead of time and follow as a script. You don't have to have it all figured out today, next week, next month, or even next year. What is important to remember is that you must never stop striving to answer it. Life is messy, and very few people have it figured out at our age. If you have, kudos to you. But for the rest of us, take comfort in the fact that life is a process that takes a lifetime. As you work toward determining what your next step will be, don't be fooled into thinking that you've reached your full potential and have nothing new to learn, because you most certainly do. Think of how much you thought you knew as a freshman. about life, about the world, what you wanted to do and who you wanted to be. I can remember feeling like I knew everything I needed to know. But, as is usually the case, I didn't know what I didn't know until I knew it. In August of 2009, I moved out of Zellmer land. That's what we call my parents' home back in Baton Rouge, and into my apartment here in Lafayette. I thought I was so mature, and I really did feel like an adult. But so many things happened in that first year to prove that I wasn't the adult that I thought I was. One of the most embarrassing was the time I opened the door to a convicted felon from Florida and bought a magazine subscription from him because I thought I would hurt his feelings if I didn't. In my defense, I didn't know that he was a felon at the time. I learned that a few hours later. Life lessons number 1 and 2. You don't have to open the door just because someone knocks. And number 2, don't be afraid to tell people no out of fear of hurting their feelings. If you know anything about me, you'll understand what a life-changing lesson this was. Along with those lessons, I learned many from my pawpaw. He told me to keep a list of 5 to 10 things that I wish to accomplish in my life. He says you should always have a goal that will drive you through the hard times and give you a sense of purpose, a reason for living. I took this advice seriously and made a list of the things I most wanted to see happen in my life. The one most relevant to today got added to my list the day my older brother graduated college in 2007. At the time, I wasn't sure what the words magna or summa cum laude meant, but I was sure I wanted them to be said with my name as I walked across the stage. Thus, I added graduate summa cum laude to my list. And today, I checked that off. So, I challenge you, class of 2013, keep your minds open and experience life as the responsible professionals you are. There is always room for self-improvement. Figure out which areas of your life are worth the time and effort it takes to make them grow. And lastly, keep in mind the advice of my pawpaw. What is on your list, and what can you check off? Thank you.